Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson. I'm so happy to have you here with me this evening. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any requests for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid to all of your requests, and then we will slide into a lovely Reiki session so that you can join along at home wherever you are and whenever you happen to be watching this. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all of my social media and my email newsletter. And yeah, if you haven't already, please consider hitting that like button and let's dive on in, say hi to everyone and start building that grid. Awesome. So as usual, we are starting out with our mirror here. This helps to reflect and deflect any negative energy. And this copper spiral here helps to break up energy blockages and get the optimal flow going for us. So let's see who all we have. And we've got Chris, Still Not Still, Jenny, Tabs, T, JS, Renee, Dawn, welcome Dawn, Flower, Affirmation Station, been a while, good to see you. Patty and Key, oh, it's so good to see everyone. Yeah, wow, welcome, joining us from Australia. It's so awesome to have you. Oh, cool. Yeah, feel free to just set any request for your personal well-being. You can request specific stones if you have any in mind, or you can let me choose them for you, whichever floats your boat. And thank you everyone so much for all of your kindness that you show everyone here. I absolutely not only appreciate, I really look forward to seeing all of the love in the chat. So thank you. Thank you all for just being the lovely people that you are. So let's start building this grid. Let's start with some of Chris's requests. And then I think I'll get to everyone's request tonight. I don't see an issue getting there. And if not, we'll get really close to it. But let's get a couple of Chris's requests. Let's get some leopard skin jasper, emerald, patch tear, and we'll add in selenite. And rose quartz. So let's start with some selenite. So selenite reflects nothing but pure white light, and as such it helps to bring in lots of high vibe, bright light energy. It helps us to connect with our guides and our angels. It helps to clear our energy field and the energy field of a room or space. And it can also be used to help clear the energy of other crystals. Just make sure you don't put that in water. That is selenite. It's so important that I actually have this piece of selenite just beneath the grid every time we build a grid. Next, we'll go ahead and bring in black obsidian. Sometimes this goes by Apache tier, especially if they're untumbled smaller pieces. And black obsidian is excellent for really heavy trauma, shock, emotional trauma, physical shock, everything in between and all around. It helps with processing those really deep emotions, no matter how long ago the event may have taken place. Helps too with being very highly protected, which helps you to feel a lot more safe and secure. It's lovely for also protecting against, like on the mundane side, things like spiteful actions or like words that hurt or gossip. Lovely too for unlocking blocked grief, and for even if you are making some changes in your life to move into better relationships, this can be a really helpful stone. So that is black obsidian. Emerald is helpful for healing the skin and body tissue. It's actually a great stone to work with if you are recovering from like an injury or a surgery, but it's also helpful for the upper respiratory tract, lungs, sinuses, everything. So if you've been struggling with a cold, this will be really helpful. Lovely too for restoring confidence about your appearance and for kind of reinvigorating your passions in life. So that is emerald. Leopard skin jasper is very helpful for supporting our animal companions in their wellness. Helps too with attracting a soulmate type relationship. It's wonderful for anything that might be a challenge on the skin, and it's also really helpful for coordination and balance. So that is leopard skin jasper. Here we go. Just if we don't start out on a good foot, it won't go well. So there we go. And rose quartz we all know and love, but this is an especially lovely stone if you're working through heartache, especially if you feel like a really emotionally depleted, like you really just need some heart-centered, heart-focused energy. It's also really helpful if you're shifting into higher quality and higher caliber relationships. If you're healing feelings around worthiness for love, rose quartz can be really transformative for that. So that is rose quartz. And I will come back for the rest of your requests, but we will get them all in. It's so good to see you, Chris. I'm so glad you're here. Valerie, welcome in. Jane Bilton, good to see you. Sister Sheba, lovely to see you. Awesome. So let's see. Still not still, something to help with the immune system, fear, protection from physical injury. There's definitely protection stones. I don't know if any are specifically for protecting against physical injury, but I have some ideas that can be really helpful. So let's do first the immune system. So we've got that. Fear and let's see. I would say smoky quartz is probably the best one for protection that also impacts like protection from physical injury. Smoky quartz is really helpful not only for protection of spiritual energy and your physical energy, but also it's been used since the Middle Ages to protect property against theft. It's also really helpful for flexibility of mind and body. So I think that this would probably be the best one. And also leopard skin jasper helps with balance and coordination. That can't hurt either. But this is also wonderful for hope in uncertainty and for dealing with chronic pain, for transmuting energy that just is kind of stuck but really needs to shift for the better, and wonderful for calming worry and breaking down energy blockages. So let's go ahead and bring in smoky quartz. For releasing fear, let's go ahead and bring in ruby. Not only does ruby help to release fear, it also gives us a lot of courage, especially courage to be ourselves. It lends tons of leadership skills. Lovely for fertility, love, stopping nightmares. For if you're working towards financial stability, this is a stone that can help hold the place for that, and for making decisions. It's also thought really helpful for fibromyalgia pain. So let's go ahead and bring in some ruby. And for an immune boost, there's a lot of stones that are helpful for that, but the one that's really coming in for you was mookite. Mookite also goes by Australia jasper, and in addition to boosting the immune system, it's also thought to help with calming down digestion, helping with bladder pain, and in general, supporting circulation, the thyroid, and even bloating. On the more mental emotional side, this is a lovely stone for accepting change, making decisions, and moving forward. It also gives you a big boost for adventure and motivation and like wanting to step out into the world and start sort of a new turn on life. So it's really great for putting the past behind and stepping into your future. Helpful too for connecting with nature and earth and the ecology. So again, that is also goes by Australia Jasper. So I hope that helps. Let me know if there's anything else I can do, and it's good to see you still not still. Awesome. Tabs. Oh, awesome. Okay, so your partner appreciated the energy we put in. He ended up with a surprise walk-in. That's awesome. Cool. And intentions. Creativity, stepping out of your comfort zone, networking, divination, connection to spirit, and mental well-being. I love all of those things. So let's go ahead with, for creativity and mental well-being, amber kind of hits both of those things. So amber is lovely for things like depression and seasonal affective issues. It helps with softening our attitudes and beliefs and allows us to kind of broaden our mind and accept or at least entertain some new perspectives. Helpful too for attracting lasting love. It's been used for hundreds, maybe thousands of years as a soother of tooth pain and even for teething babies. Lovely for emotional blocks, releasing negativity, good luck, and protection, as well as support for mental health. So that is amber. And amber is also seen as a stone of courage in China. So that is amber. And let's see. Stepping out of the comfort zone too. Stepping out of comfort zone, divination, connection to spirit. Let's go ahead with, I'm going to bring in azurite. This also helps with creativity, but this one helps as well with our connection to spirit. It stokes intuition, and it also helps with insight, intuition, and just connecting with that spiritual side. Also helps us connect with our guides and angels, and helps us to glean wisdom from those experiences of connecting with them. It's lovely for relieving worry and breaking through indecision, and helpful for breaking down obstacles that are in your path as well as energy blockages. Lovely too for spinal alignment, muscle spasms, and uncontrolled movements like muscle tics, as well as quieting the mind when you're doing spiritual work or meditating. So that's azurite. So I think that'll help with a couple things you requested. For networking, I definitely wanted to bring out some honey calcite. Honey calcite's lovely for attracting the best people into your life right here and now that balance with you. So whether it's colleagues, neighbors, friends, what have you, honey calcite helps. It also helps to balance the solar plexus, which is the center of self-identity, with the sacral, which is the center of relationships. Helpful too for optimism, even when things are really not looking great, and for supporting postmenopausal women. So that is honey calcite. So that'll help with the networking too. And yeah, let's see. And as far as stepping out of your comfort zone, definitely ruby will help with that for sure. It'll help you to kind of champion into the room, being exactly who you are, releasing a lot of fear, bringing in a lot of leadership skills as well. So I hope you have a great day, Tabs, and enjoy. I hope you have a good shift and enjoy this when you get a chance to listen to it. physical movement increase as well as getting outside and doing things. I know, what's that about, right? For the most part, I'll go from the top down, but I just saw that and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling that vibe. So let's grab Polychrome Jasper. This is really helpful for that. This is one that makes you want to get up, get moving, and take part in life, like doing the things that are meaningful to you again. It also helps with mobility in that it supports your extremities, it supports your joints, it's good for joint health, and it's really motivating and activating. It helps to reignite your soul's purpose, and it also brings in a lot of confidence. It's also very linked with the Earth Star chakra, which is beneath the root chakra, and that helps us act upon our soul's purpose. So we will bring that in. So that will help with motivation and actually moving too. Yeah, like getting moving around. Good to see you, Kath. Welcome in, Little Tree. Isa or Isa, thank you. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome. Yeah, and I will definitely get to everyone's requests too. I'm just, for the most part, trying to work from the top down so I don't skip any. But yeah, feel free to hang out, enjoy. Let's see. Okay, so T has some requests. Okay, gotcha. Stonewise, Bumblebee, Picture, Peacock, and Tiger Iron. So Tiger Iron, Peacock Ore, Bumblebee, and Picture. I'm also going to bring in some Snowflake Obsidian for you because you mentioned loneliness. So Snowflake Obsidian helps with calming overstimulation, balancing body, mind, and spirit, and also releasing guilt, loneliness, and habits that are really kind of getting in our way. It's lovely for opening up to hope after loss. It's helpful for inner peace and serenity, and for clairaudience, which is our spiritual hearing, like our intuitive hearing. So that's Snowflake Obsidian. Bumblebee Jasper helps with physical energy and motivation. This will also help with like making you want to get up and get back into doing things. Yeah, wonderful for mental focus, physical energy, and this like, I can't wait to get the work done kind of attitude. It helps with positivity, confidence, motivation. It boosts your ability to manifest, and it's wonderful for decision making as well as balancing yin and yang in the body. Just do be careful with it. It's got high amounts of sulfur as well as arsenic. So no direct water infusions, and I never do direct water infusions anyway. But so that is Bumblebee Jasper. Picture Jasper helps with more or less envisioning the future in the biggest possible way. I would highly recommend this if you're like brainstorming possibilities. This is a stone that can help with releasing hidden fears. It's supportive of the kidneys as well as quitting smoking. It's got a really entrepreneurial vibe. It also motivates you to want to explore maybe new places, new cultures, new languages. Also helps with just seeing the big picture, good for new adventures and new ventures. Like definitely entrepreneurship, but like any kind of like new take on something. But yeah, this is one that'll help you to like not dream small. It'll help you to dream big. So that's Picture Jasper, which also goes by Desert Jasper. This is Peacock Ore, which helps with executive function. That's high-level planning. It's also really helpful for rebirth, renewal, kind of like bringing yourself to a new version of yourself, and also for literal birth, giving birth. So we'll bring that in. I will work that into the grid when I see how it all kind of pans out. And Tiger Iron, we're just kind of working with here. That's basically Tiger Eye with hematite in it, which it is a little hard to see, but oh yeah, you can see that there. That bit of gray in the center there, that is hematite. So that makes it Tiger Iron. So let's see. I know we looked this up last time. So this is the Crystal Handbook by Cassandra Eason. It's one of the books I recommend most. This is fantastic for the blood, rich blood cells, everything that you would think hematite to be in regards to fortifying the blood, clearing it, and supporting the body. Helpful for the nervous system, liver, and for physical stamina. And really boosts the solar plexus, which again is our center of self-identity, free will, and even boundaries. It helps with fighting illness, depression, addictions, brings in a lot of stability, and helps with emotional change and mental fatigue. Helps to minimize panic attacks, and it's great for phobias and obsessions and compulsions. It's also very mentally balancing and helps overreactions to things like noise and stimuli. So again, that's the Crystal Handbook by Cassandra. Awesome. Thank you for being here, T. Renee is ready for some Reiki healing, bowing low to Chief Hattie, but in for achy muscles. You got it. So achy muscles for you, and we have some requests from JS. So achy muscles. Let's bring in some Septarian. Not only does this help muscle pain and spasms and also helps with wound healing, this is a stone that really boosts the solar plexus, especially for doing some inner work. When we're doing that work on ourselves, where we're really facing our inner demons, which is usually us, this is one that helps us to get into a place of vulnerability and feel secure there so that we can really support ourselves in finding the root cause of what's going on emotionally so that we can make the changes we need to make. It helps with emotional growth and emotional maturity, and it's wonderful for supporting the solar plexus, as I mentioned. So we will bring in Septarian. Okay, but wonderful for muscle aches and pains too. For JS, I hope you're doing well. Abundance, wise decision making, and in your highest interest, and prioritizing. Absolutely. So we've got some good decision making with Ruby and with Mookite, but let's see what else we have. Well, let's bring in some citrine for abundance. And decision making in your highest interest is going to definitely be chrysocolla. This definitely helps with making those decisions that align with your overall best good, and also helps to encourage us to follow our spiritual purpose. It helps us open up to new means of creativity as well, so that we can really begin to express ourselves and get to know ourselves and just give ourselves a chance to play. So that is chrysocolla. Citrine is really helpful for abundance, particularly financial abundance, but anything that we need to survive and thrive. This is a really helpful stone too for balancing logic with intuition, making good financial decisions. So we've got all the decision stones going on tonight. Helpful with addictions, compulsions, nausea, fibromyalgia pain, and just, balancing that. Balancing logic and intuition is, it's more helpful than you might otherwise think. It really does allow us to make good decisions and use all of our gifts in balance. So that is citrine. So it's good to see you, and I hope you're doing well. You're welcome as always. Overall healing for Dawn, we can do that, and I think you may have mentioned something else later. And mental health, gotcha. So all over healing and mental health. The amber will help with that too. Okay, so overall healing, let's go with tree agate. This is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. Oh, let me turn down the light there a minute. Okay. And this is thought in Ayurveda, the sister science to yoga, to be the universal balance creator, achiever, and holder. This is one that can bring balance to body, mind, and spirit, regardless of what needs to be done to create that balance, what needs to shift in or out. Helpful too for calming our emotional nerves as well as supporting our physical nervous system. It's lovely for dissolving ego, achieving and maintaining inner peace, helpful for making new connections, and also to notice and change and move on from our tendencies that tend to get in our own way. So that is tree agate. That's good for just all over body, mind, spirit, balance, and healing. For mental health, we've got lepidolite. Lepidolite is actually lithium mica, and lithium, like the mental health medication, absolutely. You're going to see more of this available in the market. It'll probably get more popular because we're mining lithium more now because we use it for batteries. But this is, as a healing stone to carry around with us, wonderful for soothing, calming, understanding the emotions. It helps to highlight thought patterns that might be flawed or causing greater strife. Helpful too for discernment and just in general mental health. It's a good mood booster. It helps with obsessive thought, codependency, addiction too. And it's also got some healing qualities to support joint health and even help support weight loss if anyone has a goal for that. So that's lepidolite. Lepidolite is another one we definitely do not do direct infusions in. So there we go. That is lepidolite. I hope that helps, Dawn. Welcome in. So glad to have you. Affirmation station, spiritual guidance, and angel guidance, please. You got it. So let's bring in celestite and angelite. Celestite definitely helps us to better connect with our angels, guides, and guardians. It's wonderful for discernment, almost like, this is what I'm feeling. Is that my intuition? Is that a fear? Is that, where is this coming from? Helps too with shifting our awareness of pain. It can improve our experience when we're in pain because it really helps us to focus on the upper chakras and the more spiritual side of our energy field. And I also want to bring in angelite. And if you leave angelite in the ground long enough, it turns into celestite. So angelite is helpful for connection to our angels and spirit guides. It's also thought to really assist sound healing to be even more beneficial for you. It's lovely for feeling connected to source, connected to spirit, and just feeling the angelic energy around you. Helpful too for high-level spiritual protection. So that is angelite. So I hope that helps. Good to see you, Affirmation Station. Also, will I be doing monthly tarot again? I'm thinking about it. It's just a lot of time. It's a huge time commitment to do it. And I've noticed a lot of other people that do monthly tarot for all 12 signs, they've all stopped doing it. And I'm like, that kind of makes me want to do it again or not. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely thinking about it. But thank you for the feedback. I will definitely take that into consideration. And thank you. Good to see you too. So we got lepidolite, so I read Flower's mind. Hey, Ninja4858. What's the one that helps overstimulation from sound? There's a couple that can be helpful with overstimulation, especially from sound. And that's generally, I would say, snowflake obsidian. So that helps with overstimulation regardless of the cause, but it also helps us to tune into clairaudience. And that's our spiritual, like our intuitive hearing in a sense. But this is very helpful for just like, if everything is sort of turned up to 11, it just like bring it down a notch. It's really helpful for that. Yeah, so snowflake obsidian. Let's see. And next was, okay, so for Patty, cool. Ooh, that's a nice list. And I've already got a few of them in there, so let's grab as many as we can right now. Red tiger eye, sugilite, fuchsite, fluorite, jade, desert rose, selenite. And I'm going to start there for now. So yeah, because I got a lot of your requests. Oh, that's working out well. So desert rose selenite is another stone that can really support the well-being of our animal companions. It's also helpful for men's health and fighting off viruses, supporting healthy skin, especially with things like eczema and even acne. Helpful too for upset stomachs and also for redefining ourselves. This is also a lovely stone for finding a new place to live and with any paperwork around property. Helpful for big life changes, especially those kinds of like big life changes where you've set a big goal and you have to show up consistently over time to achieve that goal and make it a reality. So that is desert rose selenite. Does quite a few things. Sugilite helps us to connect with unity consciousness. That is the awareness of being interconnected with everyone else, that we are one, and that this is a stone that helps us to remember that what we put out into the universe, we put into ourselves. It really does help with that sort of higher chakras and higher octaves of spiritual awareness. And so we will bring in sugilite. Jade is lovely for so many things. It's a wonderful blessing and stone of just sort of good energy all around, particularly helpful for peace of mind, body, and spirit, for making your dreams come true, working towards those larger goals. Lovely for resourcefulness, for confidence, for grounding stress. This is a really potent stone. Also helps with prioritizing yourself when needed and for empowerment, feeling able to stand on your own 2 feet, feeling like you are in charge of your life and that you can take charge when needed. So that is jade. Red tiger eye is very protective, especially if it comes to like bullies, like mundane bullies, people that are acting out in your life as just bad actors in general. It's also helpful for folks that show up in that way spiritually. So malevolent spiritual work, this will protect you too. Also really helpful for manifesting financial abundance, especially if you need that abundance to come through in a hurry. So that is red tiger eye. Fluorite helps with relaxation and also with harmony amidst chaos. Like basically if you've ever just tried to be the eye of the storm and try to be the calm, cool, collected person amidst all the things you can't control, fluorite can help to hold that space. It's also lovely for harmonizing chaotic work environments, lovely for comforting new moms and newborns too. So yeah, and just like I said, general relaxation. So that is fluorite. And these aren't cut this way. This is how this actually forms, which is just wild. Fuchsite helps us to open up to fun, just for fun's sake. It's lovely for doing inner child work and just helping us to recalibrate and rebalance ourselves, getting out of that very, commercial, corporate, work all the time mindset, and allowing ourselves to just let go. Helpful too for spinal alignment and sleep disturbances. And it's also thought really helpful for carpal tunnel syndrome. So there we go. So that is fuchsite. And we will grab a couple more of what you had here. Let's see. Chevron amethyst, epidote, zebra jasper, zoisite, I might not put all of these in right now. I may just kind of work them in as we go. Azurite's in there, peridot, So peridot helps to boost friendships and fidelity. It's lovely for releasing guilt, jealousy, and anger, and it's really helpful for digestive issues, especially like big issues like acid reflux, IBS, Crohn's. Hang on just one moment. Sorry, the air in my apartment is super dry and I neglected to put on a potpourri today. As we were saying, peridot also helpful for those digestive issues, things like Crohn's, IBS, even celiac disease, which I have. Also great for breaking habits. So that is peridot. Amazonite helps with self-care, especially for folks who think of everyone before themselves. It's wonderful too for the spine and spinal nerves, so it's very helpful for nerve pain and even sciatica as well as back pain. Lovely for calming and also for luck, especially luck in like winnings, games of chance, things like that. So that is Amazonite. Zebra jasper is helpful for overwhelming stress, especially when you're so overwhelmed it's like you can't even stand up for yourself. This helps you to regain control and stand up for yourself and advocate for yourself when needed. Helpful too for bone disorders, for muscle spasms, and in general it's very empowering. It helps you to take initiative and start to take first steps in a particular direction. And it's lovely for breaking through apathy. Like if you have started to feel like, oh, why bother? This can help break through that. So that's zebra jasper. Pink kunzite is a lovely and potent stone of compassion. This can be really helpful in so many ways, but especially for healing a broken heart, whether it's grief, breakup, divorce, anything like that. Also helps to attract commitment-based love relationships and healing and all of the heart healing you can possibly think of. Wonderful for hormones, allergies, neuralgia, as well as new mothers and helping them to feel up to task. It helps to soothe babies that are having a hard time getting to sleep, and it's even thought helpful for toxic work environments. So that is pink kunzite. So that is compassion for yourself and for others. Zoisite is a very lovely stone for releasing negativity, for connecting with nature. It helps support things like seasonal affective issues, and it's great for getting through the long list of tasks. If you feel like to-do paralysis and that makes you tend to procrastinate and put things off, Zoisite can help you to start to take care of that long list of to-dos, of chipping away at it, getting them done one thing at a time. It can really help to remove some obstacles from your path. So let's go ahead. This is another one too that if you feel like sluggish or apathetic, it'll kind of reinvigorate you. So that is zoisite. Epidote helps with illness and injury and recovery from them. It's also a really helpful stone for the nervous system as well as anything that's going on with the skin. Helpful too for the brain and also for like mentally, the way that we speak to ourselves, our self-talk. If you yell at yourself, if you tell yourself you're not any good or you could never do this or that, this is a stone that can help you to break that habit in a really powerful way. Also helpful for connecting with the fairy realm. So that is epidote. Yep, here I am making a mess. There we go. And chevron amethyst helps us to connect with spirit. It really empowers things like shamanic journeying, channeling, mediumship, any kind of big visionary work. Great for clairvoyance. Also really helpful for tolerance of others and for helping in cases of degenerative diseases and ailments. So that is... Whoop. I am going to have to go and look for, I'm going to have to go look for that later. So I'll just put 2 in here for now. So let's put one here. We'll put one here. Let's do, yep, just totally slipped out of my hands there. There we go. So that's chevron amethyst. Awesome. Thank you so much, Patty. Jenny, that's an idea. That's an idea. I can also like move some things around. Some things that I've seen other folks do is like a general reading for the month, or like water signs, earth signs, air signs, and doing it like that. I'll play around with it. I'll see what I can think of. I mean, I like doing them. It's just a lot. But yeah, maybe if I can get myself to stick to doing like 4 of them a week so that I don't have to do them all at once, maybe it wouldn't be so overwhelming. But we'll see. Yeah, it ends up being, it takes me at least 3 to 4 days to film all of them, edit all of them, and upload all of them. But that said, if everybody likes them, it's kind of worth it. So yeah, I'll think about it, how else I can make that work. Okay, so next we have Sister Sheba, pain, asthma, and glioma. You got it. So pain, asthma, glioma. So let's see. Okay, cool. So for pain, I'm going to go ahead and bring in malachite. Malachite is a very helpful stone for a number of things, especially things like pain, inflammation, arthritis. Also really helpful for insomnia and sleep issues, for helping you process and deeply move through emotional pain so that you can put that in the past and move forward without dragging that pain with you. Helpful too for dealing with any kind of phobias, for connection to Archangel Raphael. And there's also a lot of discussion about how this can be helpful for like the liver, the pancreas, the spleen, the pituitary gland, and also for things like seizure activity, but it's always a good time to remind everyone. I know I say this in every stream, but nothing I do is meant to be like a replacement for any other kind of therapy. I'm not the healing arts person that's going to tell you like, just believe harder and then you won't need medicine. No, that's not it. Everything I do is a complement to every other kind of care, and I'm so stoked to support you all in everything I can do, but that still only goes but so far. So yeah, so definitely helpful, but definitely not a replacement for like, proper treatment. But yeah, lovely malachite. I'm also going to bring in for glioma. This is rutilated quartz. The rutils that are within this, it's thought to help focus energy to where it's most needed in the body. And it's also thought to help boost energy, especially when we're really run down or we're just getting better from being sick. And as such, this is often considered like a gift or like a well wish to someone who is battling any kind of cancer. This is also really helpful for balancing mental focus and acuity, as well as just helping you to feel like you've gotten some energy back. So that is rutilated quartz. So let's see, let's put that one here. So that's rutilated. And for asthma, I struggle with asthma too, and my favorite stone for it is rhodonite. Rhodonite, in addition to helping the lungs, it helps with asthma, allergies, anything autoimmune, and that's like the me trifecta for sure. This helps also with overcoming breakup and grief. It helps to heal a broken heart. Superb for processing old pain from past emotional abuse, and also really lovely for any kind of insecurities. It's additionally really helpful when we're dealing with any kind of imbalance of the yin and yang in the body. So that is rhodonite. So it's good to see you, Sister Sheba. Lots of love to you out in California. I know you guys are getting some serious storms up there in Northern California, so hope all is well and that you stay nice and safe. Valerie. Oh, Valerie, it's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday. I'm honored that you would share part of your birthday with us. So what's a good stone for luck, as today is your birthday? There are some good luck stones. Amazonite is helpful, and that's in there. There's also tourmalinated quartz. So black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy. And when it goes through quartz, it helps to like break up really old stuck energy. So this is a lovely stone for breaking up old energy patterns and old traumas too, especially if you're trying to work through them and it feels like rather than going a bite at a time, it feels like every time you take a bite at those old traumas, it's like all of it gets reactivated. This can help by breaking it up into smaller pieces. It's helpful too for scar tissue in the body as well as any blockages in the body to help to break that up. Lovely for inviting in new revenue streams, whether that's like a passive revenue stream or a new job or a side gig or whatever it looks like to you. And helpful definitely for good fortune and good luck. Helpful too for protection, especially for travelers and especially by car. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this in. So this definitely brings in a lot of luck. And I'm also going to bring in the manifestation quartz. This is really like think of this as like the birthday candle on the grid, except everyone can put a wish in this. This will help boost anything that you're manifesting, sending it up to the heavens and have it be heard. So feel free to go ahead and add this in. I'm just going to put this right here. So happy birthday. Go ahead and make your birthday wish. It's good to have you here and all the best of good luck to you. And let's see. And for Isa or Isa, some stones for more connection with the heart, intuition, and less with the mind. Gotcha. So let's do... cool. So the first one I'm going to bring in is Pre-Night. Pre-Night is really helpful when it comes to learning any kind of spiritual techniques. Also helps to hold the space for learning. So it's something that if you teach that kind of stuff, Pre-Night's a good thing to have on hand. I always keep it around when I'm teaching Reiki. Helpful too for stopping that wandering mind so that you can get more into that spiritual space. So that's really there to help you kind of get out of the logic and into the intuition. Wonderful too for boosting anything from lucid dreaming to any practice of divination or scrying or however you connect intuitively. This is a really potent intuition stone. So I will bring this in. It's also helpful for anemia, gout, kidneys, and bladder. So that is Pre-Night. And I'm also going to bring in Super 7. Super 7 is another very, very potent stone of connection to intuition of all kinds. So all of the clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, telepathy, channeling, any way you can think of to connect to spirit, this can help. It's also lovely for working towards larger goals and for making your dreams come true. Helps with strengthening our energy field, with inner peace and harmony, connection to unity consciousness, and it helps with healing past lives, karmic aspects of healing. And it's lovely for connecting with the earth and healing the earth ecologically, and also just when you want to feel more grounded by being in nature, this can really help. So that is Super 7. So I hope that helps, Isa. It's good to have you here. And if I'm mispronouncing your name, absolutely correct me. It's totally fine. And thank you. And Patty requested Pyrite, Green Onyx, and Herkimer. You got it. So Pyrite is another stone that helps with manifesting financial abundance. It is fool's gold, and we like to think that it brings the real stuff. This helps too with the lungs as well as fever, with memory and information recall. So it's especially good for studying, and helps too with allowing your body to get the most out of a Reiki session. It's also really helpful to boost intuition while simultaneously providing some spiritual protection. So that is Pyrite. Green Onyx is really helpful for grief and sadness, like really deep sadness, especially if you feel like you almost just can't move forward because of the emotional weight of things. This can help you to make decisions in your highest good and to move forward despite still being in pain. It also helps to support you through that emotional shutdown kind of space so you can start to move forward again. So this is one that you can use like during times of great grief or big transitions in your life, letting go, but yeah, just good for big sadness kind of stuff. So that's Green Onyx. Green Onyx sometimes is quite a bit lighter than this, almost like a pistachio kind of color, and it can go even darker than this too. Onyx comes in a wide variety of different colors. And Herkimer is helpful for boosting our manifestations, helps us with relaxation, and who doesn't need more of that, but also being in the present moment. That's a really powerful place to manifest from, is knowing where you're at, appreciating everything where it's at, and then out of that place, deciding where you want to go and what you want to bring in to go to your next plateau. Helpful for balancing discordant energies, and also for balancing metabolism and just boosting intuition and connection to spirit in general. So that is Herkimer diamond, which is a type of clear quartz that's found in the Herkimer, New York region of the US. And there are some beautiful videos all over YouTube of people grabbing their own Herkimer diamonds. It's wonderful. Awesome. So, Oh yeah, hit that like button if you haven't already. Thank you for the reminder, Jenny. Appreciate it. Shellbell, lots of love. And oh, Sister Sheba, it's raining now and more's coming. Yeah. Yeah, I've been noticing. Malachite is one of your favorite stones. Mine too. Mine too. Catherine, welcome in. I hope things are going well. Okay. Oh, Joanna, I didn't even see you sneak in. Good to see you. For Kath, making decisions, that is definitely like a number one request tonight for sure. Making decisions with my healthiest state in mind, healthy choices, letting go of control, and nurturing positive relationships in your life. Nurturing positive relationships in your life is absolutely peridot, which is already here. So that's like spot on for that. Letting go of control. Bring in some amethyst, which I did see someone request amethyst too, because as always, we're all on the same wavelength. Making decisions with your healthiest state of mind, healthy choices. Chrysocolla is very helpful for that. That's in there. Mookite is really helpful for that. That's in there. Let's see another one for decisions. Cool. So let's do, and I also feel like dragon's blood will be helpful for you too. So dragon's blood is one that it does quite a bit. One, this is a very helpful stone for grief and loss. And it's also wonderful for learning from our mistakes, as well as strength and courage to change and having patience with ourselves. This can help, those can help with decision making too. It also helps with the immune system and the nervous system, as well as just general happiness, wisdom, and optimism. So that's dragon's blood. This also goes by dragon stone. So we'll bring that in. And amethyst can be really helpful with letting go of control. This is a stone that I often think of as being very aligned with the serenity prayer. And this is definitely a stone that's often thought of as helpful for things like addictions. This is a really helpful stone for just basically doing some deep healing work and being gentle on yourself while also holding yourself accountable. So not beating up on yourself, but also being honest with yourself. So this is definitely a stone of accepting the things you cannot change and changing the things you cannot accept, which definitely helps with like letting go of control. But yeah, this is a lovely stone for any kind of spiritual work at all as well. So that is amethyst. So I'm going to go ahead and move this around. Put the amethyst on top of the rose quartz. And then I'm going to go ahead and put our snowflake obsidian here and here. And for making healthy changes and healthy choices in general, blue kyanite is great for that. So this helps with spiritual levels of self-acceptance, like radical self-acceptance, loving yourself exactly as you are. This can also help us with better understanding intuitions. So if you've ever gotten like a dream you can't suss out, or you're looking at your tarot cards and you're like, what does this mean? This can help with decoding that. Lovely too for certain types of neurological care, and helpful too for harmonizing spite, pettiness, and that kind of stuff coming at you. So that is blue kyanite. bring that in. Awesome. So I hope that helps, Kath. Lots of love to you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Balance of masculine, feminine. Yeah, definitely. I would say stones that would balance yin and yang are also really helpful for that. And that would be oftentimes bumblebee jasper as well as rhodonite. And also and I did see another stone that wanted me to bring in moonstone as well. Another request, what I mean. Gotcha. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in moonstone. Moonstone is definitely the stone of divine feminine. And knowing that, like, yes, this is a very protective stone for women. This is also a stone that definitely does work on both sides of that. So having one that's very helpful for the more of like the divine of the feminine can also help the other side to come into its own balance as well. So moonstone can look a lot of different ways. And moonstone is also very connected with, as you would, the name would suggest, the moon and the lunar cycles and really all the cycles and patterns in nature. This is helpful for any kind of lunar magic that you might do. Lovely too for trusting divine timing, as well as everything related to women's health, ancient spiritualities, ancient healing techniques and systems. Lovely too for protection of not only women, but also travelers, and for releasing patterns and habits, as well as bringing up intuition. So that is moonstone. And I would definitely say like moonstone and labradorite together, I see them as like a masculine feminine kind of balance. And they are actually two manifestations of the same stone. Like geologically speaking, they're very, very similar. So I'm going to bring in labradorite too. I often think of the moonstone as aligned very much with the high priestess in the tarot deck. And labradorite some people see as like almost more like magician-like. So labradorite helps with clairvoyance, intuition, and also research, study, detailed attention, like finding errors in a lot of information. It helps with workplace harmony and calming disputes as well. Really helpful for sleeping better too. So let's bring this in. So I'm going to actually put labradorite on top of moonstone. And in fact, I know when most people think of moonstone, they think of what's often called rainbow moonstone. That's the bright white that kind of reflects a little blue. And it almost looks like a white version of labradorite. Well, that's what it is. And if you were to go into like a fine jewelry store, they wouldn't know what rainbow moonstone is, or they might not. They would know that as white labradorite. So yeah, they're very connected, all of those stones. So I hope that that helps. Also divinity-wise, spiritual-wise. Gotcha. Let's see. We've got a lot of spiritual stones in there, but I'm going to add sapphire. This also helps with our connection to our angels and our guides and our guardians and just spirit in general. Very potent stone of connection to intuition, especially for things like mediumship and channeling. This can even help you to find the best words to use to explain our experience to a querent or to someone else. It's helpful too for the thyroid, eyes, ears, for manifesting speedy justice, and also for supporting individuals with dementia as well as those who care for and about them. So that is sapphire. Awesome. So I hope that helps. Good to see you, Joanna. Lots of love. Ninja4858, just a little something for worry and acceptance. Definitely acceptance is a good one for acceptance. Mookaite, and I was just talking about it. Blue kyanite. So those are both there. Worry, a good one for that is smoky quartz, which is there. But I'm going to bring in black onyx. So black onyx is wonderful for things like self-esteem and releasing self-doubt. It's also a great stone for releasing fear and anxiety, kind of grounding those. Helpful too for protection spiritually and physically. Well, physically, like meaning in the mundane world, and also helps us to process grief. It's lovely for ancestor connection, and I think this can really help with that kind of like releasing the fear and anxiety, can help with the worry as well. So I hope that that helps. Let me know if there's anything else I can do, Ninja4858. There we go. You like the horoscope tarots? I like doing them. It's just I have to figure out how to structure that in the week. Dawn, something for tiredness. I think we've got all of our good energy boosters. So our big energy boosters are bumblebee jasper, rutilated quartz, but also another one for like a boost of physical energy. Polychrome jasper helps with that too. I don't think I have anything else to help with that. No, that's pretty much it for that. So yeah, those are the stones we have for tiredness are already in. But I hope that that helps. Catherine would like something for safe travels, women issues, flu, money manifestation, and creativity. We've got the good creativity stones in with one exception, so I'll bring that in. Safe travels, we have moonstone and tourmalinated quartz in there. Women's issues, let's bring in pink tourmaline. Flu, let's bring in moss agate. Money manifestation. Okay, cool. So moss agate is really helpful for anything that's spreading through the body quickly that shouldn't be there, and that includes viruses. And it's recognized in Chinese medicine as being helpful for things like that. It also helps us to connect with nature, and it helps us to be aware of fears of the unknown and helping us to release that. It helps us to feel more connected with spirit and our intuition, and also helps us to do any inner child work or higher self type work. So we will bring this in, but yeah, great for virus, bacteria, and everything in between. For women issues, probably my favorite is pink tourmaline and unakite, and pink tourmaline is what really jumped out for you. So pink tourmaline helps with any kind of gynecologic issue, and it also helps with the hormones. It's wonderful for neuralgia, migraines, and headaches, as well as mother-baby bonding, spinal injuries, muscle weakness, and breaking down a negative self-image, so you can start to look at yourself a little differently. And for creativity, we have azurite and we have amber in there. And I'm going to add carnelian. carnelian is the stone most connected with the sacral chakra, which is just beneath the navel. And that encompasses not only creativity, but also relationships, close relationships, love, romantic type relationships, as well as like community and society more broadly. This can help with healing colds, allergies, and even healing wounds. It's thought helpful for fertility and sexual function. And it's also lovely for attracting a divine kind of soulmate type relationship. So we'll bring this in. But yeah, good for just relationship stuff in general. It's another one that helps us feel a little bit more motivated. It breaks down apathy. It breaks down that sort of why bother mentality. So that is carnelian. And for abundance, we have citrine and pyrite in there. I'm going to bring in cinnabar. So cinnabar, it's a little hard to see on this specimen, but here we can see it. Those red inclusions there, that is actual cinnabar. Cinnabar is mercury, super toxic. Be very careful with it. And so it's been used by humans for thousands of years. And in that time, one of the ways it's been used is it's been thought to be a merchant stone to attract customers to a business. So it's wonderful for abundance and bringing in abundance. This here is how it's often sold now as cinnabrite, where there's just tiny little specks of red of cinnabar surrounded by quartz, which helps to kind of amplify it. Mercury by itself is not something that we even want in the mail system at this point. So definitely be careful. Yeah, you might see it sold as cinnabrite, and that's usually what they're talking about. It's just a lot safer to handle. So I hope that helps. So lots of love to you, Catherine. Good to see you. Yeah, my weekend was wonderful. A stone or stones for triggering severe anxiety. Not sure what's going on in the universe, but today was as bad for those two things. You are not alone in that. You had to self-medicate. No shame in that at all. You do what you need to do to get through things. I do too. There's definitely a good anxiety stone that I'm going to bring in. But yeah, the planetary movements of this past week, my goodness. Yeah, it's all of the astrologers, when looking forward at 2024, said, yeah, the second, third week of February is going to be the roughest week. And it was. So you're not alone. I've had other clients with the same issue, and yeah, it's overwhelming. My favorite stone for anxiety is green calcite. This helps to bring in a lot of calming, a lot of reassurance. It eases the anxiety. It also helps to kind of lighten the mood and bring in a little bit of a humor aspect, which can kind of help move the energy. But where it really excels is where we hold that tension in our physical body. Like the anxiety manifests as like that holding, that like where we tense our muscles and things. And then that can lead to secondary issues where we feel, first of all, more tired because we're flexing all of our muscles and burning more calories. But second, it is uncomfortable. So this helps to unwind that physical tension that comes from the anxiety into the physical layers of the body. So that's green calcite. So let's bring in a whole bunch of green calcite. I hope that helps. And let's see if there's anything else I can bring in that could be helpful for that too. Yeah, definitely. Another one I find helpful. This one is very grounding. So this is red jasper, and this helps with anything going on with the root chakra. So this is one that helps you to feel empowered, strong, like your basic needs are provided. Issues around fear and safety, this can help to kind of give you that internal support to feel like you're less out of balance. It helps with grounding the root center. It's wonderful for emotional support for long-term illnesses or long-term convalescence. It's lovely for psychic and spiritual protection, and it's helpful for just inner empowerment and even standing up to bullies or injustices, anything like that. So that is red jasper. That can be really helpful in times of anxiety. It's sort of like the fear and safety meter kind of going off kilter. This can help to ground that. And yeah, I think that will really help. I'm also going to bring in Galena. I feel like it's a good energy for tonight overall. Galena is mostly lead, so definitely be careful with this too. This helps for energy protection, grounding, and centering. So this can really help like pull you back down out of that anxiety kind of cycle. It's wonderful too for healing insights on the physical level, as well as reducing inflammation, healing acne, boils, and cysts. It's lovely for disorders of the veins, the sense of smell. Wonderful for emotional and mental transformation too. And it helps with winning of money, so lots of luck, and also the return of any lost or stolen articles or finances. And if you happen to have any big Saturn transits, this is also very connected with the planet of Saturn. So that's Galena. And oh, thank you so much, Shellbell. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So there you go. I hope that that helps. And lots of love to you. It's been an intense week. Yeah. I don't even know what that stomach bug I had was. Is it something I ate? Was it a bug was it like a virus kind of thing, or was it just nerves, or was it kind of a combination? I'm not sure, but this was a wild week. You are absolutely not alone. So I hope that that helps. Oh, thank you. Mary, good to see you. Positive mental state, we've got two really good stones for that. We've got amber in here, and we've got lepidolite around here to help with that. Good relaxation stones are Herkimer diamond and fluorite, which are both in here. So I think I got everything for Mary. Let's see. Oh, Goddess of Four, your accountant appointment went great. You just wore a lot of crystals. I'm so glad to hear that. So glad. Nicole, welcome back. Good to see you. Fire quartz. Yeah, we can grab that. Okay, so I'll bring those in a moment. I'm trying to think too. Yeah, let's see relaxation. Is there anything else I can do for good relaxation? We can bring in blue tiger eye. This one helps with writing, and it helps with communication, speaking your truth. It's protective of truth tellers, but it's also one for helping with easing stress and bringing in a lot of calming energy. It's wonderful too. This is really a great stone for teachers and anyone that has to speak the truth when the truth is inconvenient and people don't want to hear it. So that is blue tiger eye. But yeah, I hope that this brings in the calm and ease of stress. And there we go. Whoops. And let's also bring in, let's see. anything that'll help you purge yourself of the ridiculous amount of chocolate you ate over the past 2 weeks and weight loss. Let's see. Well, I definitely have blue apatite, which is definitely helpful for weight loss, as well as just helping us to more positively shift our relationship with food, whichever of those seems to like resonate with anyone. Helps too with learning about our soul's purpose and having the courage to act upon it and like see it out. Helps with strengthening our energy field, which is lovely for empaths. And it helps too with harmony and inner peace, which I think will also support Mary's request for like positive mental state. Like that balance and inner peace can be helpful there too. So that is blue apatite. Okay, cool. Oh, you're so welcome, Mary. Oh, shipments for crystal orders are going out on Tuesday. I know I said Monday. Completely forgot Monday was a holiday. So, yeah, any crystal orders that are received today or tomorrow will go out on Tuesday, as well as any past orders as well. And I did see a request for fire quartz. So fire quartz is what happens when it doesn't really come through on the camera so much. These are very red, but the camera seems to kind of like cancel out some of the red. This is what happens when quartz is formed in the ground near iron and it becomes kind of red. But yeah, trust me, these are more red than they would seem. But this is lovely for like boosting physical energy, engaging our root, and helping us to kind of really align and go towards our purpose with a greater sense of balance and a greater sense of not so much focus, but a greater awareness of where we're going and why. So there we go. So that is fire quartz. I have 2 pieces here. And yeah, I think we got everything. Wow. Bloodstone? Absolutely. Oh, awesome, Shellbell. Yep, totally. Awesome, thank you. And let's see. Yeah, and the crystal of the month right now is Kambaba stone, and that is through the end of the month, which is another week and some change. So I'm just reminding you there. So bloodstone for sure. Bloodstone also goes by the name heliotrope. Lovely for basically just, I think of it as like emotional stuff hits the fan kind of stone. Really helpful for that. So this helps to lift despair, and it gives you a good amount of like emotional stamina to keep going through whatever you need to go through. Helps too with relieving self-doubt, and it very much calms and quiets the mind. So whether your mind is racing, or especially if you are trying to connect in meditation or through spiritual work, this can help to kind of chill out that racing mind. So that is bloodstone, which also goes by heliotrope. But yeah, that's one of my emotional first aid type stones. That, green onyx, and blue calcite are my favorite, like, oh no, let's go for the heavy hitters kind of stones. Awesome. And thank you, Shellbell. You were having a really bad headache. Yeah, I had a day where I was like a couple days where I was just like nauseous, headachy, and was like, what is this? I still wear a mask everywhere. Like, how am I sick? Awesome. And I think I'm just going to check back to what was requested by Chris. Make sure I got everything there. Just garnet. Okay. So garnet is helpful for creativity, courage, and really just like the practical use of time and resources. This is figuring out the best way to do things. This is organization as well. It's wonderful for just taking a big look, whether it's something you've been doing a while and you're trying to figure out a better way to do it, or if it's something new and you're trying to figure out how to organize your schedule to get more into it. Like what I'm thinking about, how do I make time to do the tarot for all 12 signs again? It'll be this that I'm working with. So that's garnet. Garnet is also really helpful for stability, especially in times of great change. And it's a very Capricorn stone. It's January's birthstone. So, oh, and iolite too. Iolite is helpful for clairvoyance, shamanic journeying. It helps with certain types of sleep disorders, especially if that sleep disorder is based around like psychic issues or intuition that's not balanced or grounded. Helpful too for fever, money management, and weight loss. So that is iolite. So let's see. We will place these. Cool. So now I think we have made our beautiful grid. Oh, thank you, Jane. I'm grateful for you too. Oh, awesome. So we're going to go ahead into the next side of our lovely evening together. And I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is, how it works, and how to make the most of the healing. And while I do that, I invite you to help lift the energy of where you're at and all of the energy that is part of the universe, because we are all interconnected. The easiest and most powerful way to lift energy to the positive, reflect on what we're grateful for. So go on ahead into the chat, hit that like button if you haven't already, and spend a moment just thinking about what you're grateful for and pop it into the chat. I love all of the things that come of those. Everything for Jenny saying, I'm grateful for these streams, Reiki fam, feta cheese, good memory, beautiful scenery, pets, small steps of improvement, and gemstones. I am also really grateful for all those things. Currently, I have a Sriracha Munster cheese that I found at the discount grocery, and ooh, it is good. So hooray for good cheese. Yes, absolutely. And I'm gonna just, for the sake of balance in this grid, I'm gonna go ahead and let's actually put, I'm gonna put these here and here. Just fill in the gaps there. So go ahead and share all those good well wishes and blessings. I am going to make this work a little bit better. Do. There we go. And what can I add in this beautiful spot here? Well, let's put this here. Let's put that there. We still need something there. What's not in the grid that could be in the grid? go ahead with some white coral. We haven't worked with this in a while. This piece I actually picked up off the beach with my grandmother years ago after a storm. White coral helps us to connect with spirit, and it also helps us to enact our spiritual purpose while kind of moving all of the obstacles out of the way for us. So this is one that helps greatly encourage and in all ways help kind of motivate us towards our soul's purpose and making it actionable. So that is white coral. So that will kind of balance out the grid. There we go. Awesome. Well done, everyone. So let's go ahead. Hey, Allie, good to see you. It's a good idea, Jenny. Okay, so now I'll talk about what Reiki is. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's listed in the description with a link, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter too. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term in the West for energy healing, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. And this method was created by Mikao Usui in the 1920s in Japan during a time where if you were even misunderstood to be teaching something that was of a religion, dire consequences. So this is a deeply spiritual technique, yet it is completely secular, and I think that's why we love it in the West. So to better understand the concept of energy at the foundation of this practice, we're best to look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which it's thought that everyone and everything is interconnected and interlinked, and that spirit, in this case, however you define it, provides this beautiful soul-affirming life energy that is flowing through everyone, everywhere, all the time, including you, even if you're not aware of it. And it's thought that this energy helps to support our body, mind, and spirit to do all of the things that they do for us on a regular basis, on a daily basis, to help basically with resilience and healing day to day. So essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy that's already flowing through everyone, everywhere, and essentially direct more of it to you, wherever you are and whenever you're watching this stream. So during the session, you're likely to feel some physical sensations, have some emotions rise up or release. Mentally, you may be able to think logically through some things that have been challenging lately. You may get some deep intuitions or awarenesses or just big epiphanies. You may also have a lovely healing nap. All of these things are highly encouraged. Your individual session will probably feel more like exactly what you need today, here and now. And with that, as I send that healing energy to all of you, know that all you need to do is be open to Reiki to receive it. And by being here, you already are. So you can do anything you like during this session, but I generally encourage you to find a nice comfy spot to sit or lay down and just go ahead, close your eyes and just allow yourself to be. But you can also move around, do some stretches, do some yoga. You can journal, you can be creative, you can use this time in any way that feels right to you. There's no wrong way to use this time. And just know that you don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent or empty. The Reiki will meet you exactly as you are. And at any point, if you want to go a little deeper into the session, or if you feel like you get distracted, just take a deep breath in and out at your own pace, and you'll gradually sink right back in. So The session will last 25 minutes. And during that time, I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently through several different colors. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn the music up. If you enjoy the music, definitely check out our musical creator. She's linked at the bottom of the description. And for those of you that are able to help support the channel in any way, that's one of the things that I do is I'm able to purchase music that I can play on a stream with the rights to do that from an actual musician, which is amazing. So thank you all for that. Definitely know that at the end of the session, which is 25 minutes long, you'll hear my voice come in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath in and out, come back to your body, and at that point, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat. So I'll be able to answer any questions you have. I'll be able to hear any experiences that you feel inclined to share, and then we'll go on and have a wonderful day. Know that the Reiki will be there for you whenever you're watching this video, because while I'm live right now, and I'm live 5 times a week, same days and same times every week, so definitely subscribe with your notifications on so you have access to all of the healing you can get your hands on. But know that if I'm not live, you can easily just go ahead over to the past live stream playlist and just pick any video at random, any at all, and go ahead. You will feel the energy healing just the same as if it were live, because Reiki is everywhere all the time. It's not limited by my human limitations. So whenever you're watching this video, the healing will be there for you. And yeah, definitely lovely to see you all this beautiful Sunday evening. Know that I will be back for my regular Tuesday stream at 8 p.m. All of the regular days and times for streaming are listed in the description below in East Coast US time. So let's hop on over, take a closer look at that grid, and get into the healing. Oh, nice. You all inspired a really beautiful grid today. Thank you, everyone. Oh, how lovely. Allie, that's a great thing to be grateful for. A wonderful day with your family. That's awesome. Awesome. So everybody enjoy your session, and I'll see you all in about 25 minutes. Oh, and by the way, if you do fall asleep during your session and you wake up some other time, like tomorrow, it's all good. You can totally fall asleep during Reiki. It still works. And I won't feel slighted at all if you just decide to stay asleep rather than wake up at the end. It's all good. Enjoy your session. I invite you now to slowly come back. Take a deep breath in and out. And let Hattie's purrs bring you back. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, what a good Hattie. Thank you. Thank you. You brought the purrs. We appreciate you. Our fearless but very fearful leader, Hattie, brought some purrs for you all again. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Catherine. You have a wonderful week, too. Oh, and welcome in, Psychic Gal Jason. Hope you're doing well. Ninja4858 and Jenny, you're so welcome. It's so good to see you both. Thank you, T. Beautiful week to you, too. Definitely remember to hit that like button on the way out, y'all, if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here, and I really do hope you have a beautiful week ahead, everyone. Oh, thank you. That one, I think I did. I think I remember which one that was. But yeah, I'm glad that you liked it. Glad that you liked it. Yes, fearless but furful. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Yeah. Are you the fearful leader? Are you the furful leader? Love to you too, Joanna. Oh, hi, Heart. Lots of love to you. Goddess of Four, blessings to you too. Still not still, you're so welcome. It's so lovely to see you here. I am feeling much better, Heart. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I felt awful for a good part of last week. I'm still rescheduling everything from last week, but it'll all be good. But we can we can plan to see each other on Thursday if that works for you. Just text me and let me know, Heart. And thank you. Allie, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, and a little Hattie Bumbalatti. Yes, just purring away. What a good little fuzzle butt. Yes, you. Yes, you. My blue sweater is all covered in Hattie fur, and that's the best way to be. Gigi, love, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Glad that you're here. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, every week. So you're always welcome here. Feel free to come back anytime. But yeah, appreciate you. Thank you, Key. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Jason Smith. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, and y'all are never late. The only one that can be late is me. Y'all can show up whenever you get here. It's the perfect time. Lovely to have y'all here. Hail, Hattie and Gertie. Oh, definitely. Absolutely, Allie. I'm very much looking forward to that too. Definitely the March 9th Reiki 2 class. And I will email everybody back about everything maybe tomorrow, Monday, but definitely Tuesday and stuff. I'm still getting caught up with everything, but thank you. Thank you, Jason. Yeah. Oh, little Hattie. She always knows when the Reiki's happening. She jumps right on my lap. You're welcome again, Shell Bell. Thank you again. It's wonderful to see you. The Reiki kitties are something else. Actually, I was putting together the crystal orders and Hattie was going through and grabbing ones she liked and running around with them. So they all got cat blessings too, not just Reiki blessings. Yeah, little kitten blessings. Yes, little kitten blessings. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Just in time for my computer to start bugging out. It's so perfect. But yeah, all of you have a beautiful week ahead. It definitely looks like it's going to be a much easier week than last week was. Oh, your dog soaked it up for sure, Allie? Yeah. They know. Animals know, man. There's a great book, Reiki for Animals, and then there's also a sequel to that, Reiki for Dogs. They're wonderful Reiki books. Yeah. So everybody have a beautiful rest of your evening. Take care. Have a beautiful week ahead. I hope to see you again soon, and bye for now. Oh, actually, I'm still getting messages, so I'll hang out a little more. Oh, your wife's a big fan. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Jason. Lots of love to her, too. Yeah, I actually, after I finished my Reiki mastership, I volunteered in an animal shelter for a while doing Reiki and everything else. And that taught me more about Reiki than anything, because it's not about talking or conversing or trying to intellectualize it. Animals they're just them. They just respond. And they do. Okay. And blessings to you too, Shelbell. Okay, so I really will sign off now. Everyone have a great week. Talk to you soon, and bye for now.